paaralan na. Magkaagapay sa mithiin, paaralan at mamamayan. Tulong-tulong na pagyamanin, gulayan sa paaralan. Huwag nang pag-alala, magsikap ka't magtiyaga. Hanap mong kalusugan, ngayon ay tiyak na. Dahil sagot ka na ng skill-based feeding program, katwangang Nutri-Ed at gulayan sa paaralan, gawing laging makulay. School-based feeding program, basta't masustansyang gulay-hain, nutrition education palaganapin, gutom at malnutrisyon matututukan din. Ang feeding program ng paaralan, laging inaabangan. Sa munting tinig ng kabataan, dinig ang kasiyahan. Kaya't tumayo and sense of gardener, and more nutrient pa. Ito ang solusyon sa pangkalusugang problema. Ngayon sagot ka na ng school-based feeding program, katwangang Nutri-Ed at gulayan sa paaralan, gawing laging makulay. School-based feeding program, basta't masustansyang gulay-hain, nutrition education palaganapin, gutom at malnutrisyon matututukan din. Magsipag, magsikap ka't magtiyaga sa pagkain, ngayon ay huwag mangamba. SBFP, GPP, may nutrient pa. Sa pangarap mo'y ilalapit ka, ilalapit ka. Dahil sagot ka na ng school-based feeding program, katwangang Nutri-Ed at gulayan sa paaralan, gawing laging makulay. School-based feeding program, basta't masustansyang gulay-hain, nutrition education palaganapin, gutom at malnutrisyon matututukan din. Natutuldukan din. Natutuldukan din. Natutuldukan din.
And we are back, Sir Marco. Kamusta ang iyong lunch?
Ang sarap.
Nung lunch?
Yeah.
Oo, no? Nag-enjoy kami sa aming lunch. Sana kayo ring lahat, Rian, ay nag-enjoy sa ating lunch. At tuwang-tuwa kami, masayang-masaya kami because we are now on the second part of the program. Magandang hapon po muli sa lahat, Sir Marco.
Magandang hapon din sa iyo, partner.
Sobrang gwapo talaga. Hindi nawala,
Ako
no?
lang to. Kalma ka lang.
Ayan. Kaya nga, dahil dyan, nais ko rin ngayong malaman kung kasama pa ba namin kayo. Kasi kami, nagstay lang kami ni Sir Marco dito. Hindi kami nawala, di ba? Kaya, Sir Marco, mas magandang i-check na natin kung complete pa rin po ba tayo sa ating Zoom link at sa lahat ng mga nanonood. Lalong-lalo ng ating mga colleagues na nanonood sa atin virtually. Siguro, mag-roll call tayo.
Yes, partner. So mag-roll call tayo. Unahin natin sa Region 1, Ilocos Region.
Ayan, sa lahat ng mga nasa Ilocos Region,
Kaway-kaway.
kaway-kaway. Ayan.
Let's take a selfie.
Open your cams once again. Ilocos Region. All right. Okay, nakita na natin sila. Ilocandia. Tama ba ako?
Yes, tama.
Oo. Okay, now we call in ang ating mga participants from Region 2, Cagayan Valley.
Hi, kaway-kaway po sa mga taga Region 2, Cagayan Valley. Ayan, nagbubukas sila kanilang mga
Oo,
camera.
ibig sabihin, naririyan talaga sila, hindi nila tayo iniwan, ano?
Sinamahan nila tayo buong programa.
Ayun. Okay, Sir Marco, let me do the honors. Alam kong gustong-gusto mong ipakilala ang region na to, no?
Tama, syempre.
Pero mukhang sa akin ito matatapat.
Ayusin
So,
mo, ha?
oo naman. Sa mga nasa Central Luzon, that would be Region 3. Kaway-kaway naman. Ayan. Alam ko may isa tayong kasama, si Ma'am Maricon Samin, ay taga Region 3 din,
Yes,
ano?
of course, from the City of Stars.
City of the Rising.
Rising Stars.
Rising Star. Central Luzon, Region 3, San Jose del Monte, Bulacan yun, di ba? Nandun siya. Nako, okay. Babawi tayo sa kanila mamaya. Pakibukas ang camera, hindi namin kayo makita, Region 3. Okay, sunod.
Lumako naman tayo sa Region 4A, kalahati ng Region 4, Calabarzon.
Ayan, ang mga nasa, alright, kaway-kaway, Calabarzon. Ayun, kitang-kita natin silang lahat. Ang gaganda ng ngiti. Ayan, unti-unti nagbubukas ng camera ang mga nasa Calabarzon. Okay, tinawag mo yung kalahati.
Yes.
Tatawagin ko yung kalahati. Mimaropa Region 4B. Nasaan na kayo? Open your cam. Kaway-kaway Region 4B. Ayan. Naku, sana mapadpad tayo dun sa pa. Ng Region 4B sa pa.
Baka naman po.
Okay. Yes,
ito,
Sir Marco.
Isa to sa mga hindi ko malilimutang lugar na nabisita natin kamakailan lamang. Ang Region 5, Bicol Region.
Bicol, nasaan na kayo? Nasa inyong harapan ang mga magayon. Ay, pasok. Darag. Ikaw, ano ba sa kanila ang binata? Lalaki. Siguro may sasagot na sa atin mamaya sa ating comment section, ano? Okay. Now, dako na tayo. Simulan natin ngayon sa Western Visayas, Region 6. Okay, open your cams. Pakipusuan naman kami, Region 6. Kanina kumakaway ang Luzon. Puso naman ng Visayas Region. Region 6, Visayas. Puso. Ayan.
At syempre, hindi magpapahuli ang nasa gitnang bahagi ng Visayas, Region 7, Central Visayas.
Central Visayas. Puso tayo dyan. Kung anumang kulay ng puso ang gusto nyo.
Nakakatawa, partner, na isa-isa lang nagbubukas ng kanilang mga camera.
Natutuwa ako sa pagpuso mo. Sige nga. Okay. Region 8. Kayo naman ngayon, Eastern Visayas. Patingin nga kami ng inyong puso. Kasing cute ba ng puso ni Sir Marco dito? Sige nga po, papuso po ulit kami. Hindi pala siya ganun kadali. No? Bakit ang mga kabataan ay... Ayan. Mas maliit daw may nagtuturo sa amin para mas cute. Okay.
From Luzon, Visayas, at ngayon naman, gawing Mindanao, Region 9, Zamboanga Peninsula.
Alright, Zamboanga Region 9. Ano naman ang kanila kayang gagawin? So patingin kami ng emoji happy face, no? Ngiti tayo ng isang maganda para amin po kayong makilala, Zamboanga Peninsula. Alright.
Nasa eskwelahan nila.
Oo
Mag-ingat
nga
po
eh,
sila
no?
mga nasa eskwelahan.
Ayan, nakakamiss din talagang pumunta. Kailan ka huling dumalo sa eskwelahan mo, Sir
Isang
Marco?
linggo, ma'am.
Oh, ayun. Okay, pareho tayo napadpad sa ating mga eskwelahan. Kamustahin naman natin ngayon ang Region 10, Northern Mindanao. Region 10, ayan. Parang galing din tayo rito nung kamakailan lang, ano? Ang Region 10. Okay, Region 10, kamusta po tayo? Ayan, isang happy face naman ang gusto naming makita sa inyo. Ayun, okay.
At sa susunod na linggo, abangan niyo po ang DepEd TV Core Team dahil kami po ay dadako sa Region 11, Davao Region.
Davao. Dadako ka doon?
Dadaan tayo doon.
Okay.
Papuntang Cotabato.
Sasama mo ba ako? Ayan.
Sama-sama tayo dyan.
Okay, read. Baka bigla nila tayong abangan. Hello po sa inyo. Ayan. Pero totoo, dadaan. Okay. Region 12, Soc Sargent. Kamusta naman po tayo dyan? Region 12. Ayan. Kamusta ang ating mga Nutriban at gatas sa Soxargen? Kung may hawak kayong Nutriban at gatas, patingin na rin kami ngayon. Okay.
At syempre, hindi po magpapahuling pumuso, Caraga Region.
Ayun, papuso ng mga Nutriban at gatas. Hindi naman tayo nagpaparinig ng gatas at Nutriban dito, ano? Ay. Oo, alam ko si Sir Emong isa sa kanyang paborito ang Nutriban. Ayan.
Pantawid gutom talaga yan.
Ay, hindi,
Nutriban na yan.
pinasalubong niya talaga to sa kanyang nanay nung kumakailan na nagkaroon tayo ng mga Nutriban.
Totoo.
Ayan. At sunod natin ay ang Cordillera Administrative Region. Kamusta naman, Car? Cordillera Administrative Region, kamusta tayo riyan? Kaway-kaway, puso-puso, smiley face. Okay.
Dahil kanina, pinakilala mo ang Region 3 ko, ako naman ang magpapakilala kung saan ka nabibilang National Capital Region.
2 thumbs up, NCR! Ayan. Siyempre, babanggitin ko ang Caloocan, hindi
Of
ako.
course.
Hello, Caloocan, NCR. Ayan.
Mukhang kumpleto pa rin po tayo ngayong hapon. So let us open the afternoon session with some messages from our major partners.
Oh.
You see, Miss Pam,
Mhm.
itong mga partners natin ay sila ang naging savior natin para mapanatili ang SBFP na talagang may malaki at positibong epekto. Di lamang sa ating mga learner beneficiaries, kundi pati na rin sa kanilang mga pamilya.
Yes naman.
At dahil dyan, sa ating mga partners, meron po tayong agarang solusyon kung ano at paano natin may paparating ang mga food commodities sa kanilang mga produce na commodities. Tulad na lang ng Enhanced Nutribun.
Nag-uusapan lang
Ilang
natin
beses na ba
kanina.
nasabi ito? At
Oo.
iba pang food products na puno ng sustansya produced by DOST FNRI, mga fresh milk mula sa DAPCC at DANDA na nakatulong din sa ating mga milk farmers. Imagine that.
Mhm.
Milk farmers and producers para mayangat ang kanilang pangkabuhayan.
Imagine, hindi lang basta kalusugan, pati pangkabuhayan, nasasakop din.
Hindi lamang Department of Education
Yes.
na kinabang, kundi pati Department of Agriculture.
Ito yung sinasabi nating bayanihan,
Exactly.
pagtutulungan. So at this point, friends, ladies and gentlemen, tunghayan natin ang iba't ibang mensahe mula sa ating major partners ng SBFP. Let us have the recorded message from the OIC Executive Director of the Philippine Carabao Center, still from the Department of Agriculture, Dr. Ronnie Domingo, and of course from the Food and Nutrition Research Institute of the Department of Science and Technology, the Director 4 and Scientist 2, Dr. Imelda Angeles Agdepa. Okay, so we begin.
Hello po sa ating lahat. Ako po ay nandito po ngayon sa Philippine Carabao Center. At ako po ay bumabati po para po dito po sa ating napakagandang araw na programa po na ito. At tatlong bagay po ang nais kong bigyan ng diin para po sa maigsing mensaheng ito. Una po yung tinatawag po natin na One Nation Approach. Tayo po ay nagsama-sama para po sa isang napakaganda na programa. Yung ating po mga senators, mga congressmen po natin, ipinasa po nila yung batas para po empowered yung ating programa po na ito. Tinutukoy ko po yung Republic Act 11037 o yung masustansyang pagkain para sa batang Pilipino. At yung isa naman po ay ang Republic Act 8976 po para naman po sa Philippine Food Fortification. At pinatupad po ito ng Department of Education. Tapos nandyan po ang Department of Agriculture to locate the dairy cooperatives through the Philippine Carabao Center at ang National Dairy Authority so that the farmers can produce the milk for this program. Huwag po natin kalilimutan yung mga teachers, yung mga magulang na nag-usap-usap, nagtulong-tulong upang sa gayon yung gatas makarating po sa mga bata po natin na pinag-aaral. One Nation Approach. The second point that I would like to highlight is the 1 million breakthrough. Bakit ko po nasabi po ito? Alam niyo po ba, as of today, more than 1 million children have benefited from this program mula Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. And alam niyo po ba, through this program, we are not only addressing the malnutrition problem, we are also creating livelihood opportunities for thousands of dairy farmers in the Philippines. Kaya po, itong programa natin, hindi lamang po ito para lamang sa pangkalusugan, we are also accomplishing the battle cry of the Department of Agriculture introduced by Secretary William Dar. Ano po ito? Masaganang ani at mataas na kita. And the third point that I would like to stress is the one golden opportunity. Bakit ko po nasabi po ito? This program does not happen in every generation. But in this generation, we have this program. Hindi po natin alam yung mangyayari sa future, kung anong pandemya pa darating, kung may pondo pa para sa ganitong programa. Pero ngayon po, we have this golden opportunity and we did our best. Kaya po kami po sa Department of Agriculture, buong pamilya po kami na bumabati po sa mga awardees po natin. We congratulate the awardees. Kayo po ang susi, kayo po ang nagpatupad sa field kung bakit po naganap ang itong ating programa na pinagsamahan po na ito. Nawa po magpatuloy po kayo sa inyong magandang ginawa. May you become models so that other places, other employees, other public servants can copy what you have done. Let us continue to enrich our younger generation mentally and physically, and let us support our local Carabao farmers. Mabuhay po ang DepEd, mabuhay po ang Department of Agriculture, mabuhay po tayong lahat. Maraming salamat po.
There is an African proverb that goes, "You cannot tell a hungry child that you gave him food yesterday." To Undersecretary for Budget and Performance Monitoring at the Department of Education, Ms. Annalyn Sevilla. To Undersecretary Alain Delvi Pascua, Assistant Secretary Attorney Salvador Malana III, to OIC Director 4 of the Department of Education, Dr. Lope B. Santos III, and to the Office of the Assistant Secretary for Procurement and Administration, to the Office of the Undersecretary for Finance and Administration, members of the Secretariat, management staff, honorable guests, to everyone, a pleasant morning. As we all strive to combat hunger and undernutrition, interagencies of the government are working hand in hand with stakeholders to provide nutritious foods to children in public schools. The Department of Education, through the Bureau of Learner Support Services, School Health Division, has introduced the school-based feeding program in 2010, and from that time on, it has helped countless children. The country's problem on hunger is getting peculiar, where there is more fruit in rich man's shampoo compared to poor man's plate. Undernutrition is insufficient intake of nutrients to meet an individual's requirement to maintain health. As per World Health Organization, around 45% of deaths among children under 5 years old are linked to undernutrition. This is a cry for help by younger generations, and our immediate answer is required. Today, I am privileged to be part of the celebration where we recognize the hard works, the relentless and commitment of DepEd by my colleagues from the DOST FNRI, and to the implementers of the school-based feeding program for school year 2020 to 2021, who are the main stars in our event. My commendations to the nominees and winners of the most outstanding implementers of the school-based feeding program. Your unwavering commitment is highly appreciated not only by the government agencies, not only by your colleagues, not only by your neighbors, above all, our Filipino children who are so proud of your achievement to reach out and provide nutritious foods on their tables. To everyone here, let's give each other a pat on the back and kudos to all. Thank you, and may we have all a great day ahead.
Maraming salamat po sa ating three major partners sa kani-kanilang mga mensahe na talaga namang Sir Marco tumagos puso, no? At sa pagkakataong ito ay nagbibigay din kami ng taus-pusong pasasalamat at ito ay nagbigay ng inspirasyon sa ating mga SBFP implementers na ipagpatuloy ang magandang pakikipag-ugnayan sa kanila.
I totally agree with you, Miss Pam. This time, we shall be entertained by another intermission number from a talent teacher of Region 6. Siya din po ay isang Brigada Eskwela Coordinator from EMSA National High School of SDO Capiz. Please help me welcome Mr. Linuel Guillermo.
There were bells on a hill, but I never heard them ringing. No, I never heard them at all, till there was you. There were birds in the sky, but I never saw them winging. No, I never saw them at all, till there was you. Then there was music and wonderful roses, they tell me, in sweet fragrant meadows of dawn and dew. There was love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all, till there was you. Till there was you. There was music and wonderful roses, they tell me, in sweet fragrant meadows of dawn and dew. There was love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all, till there was you. Till there was you. Till there was you. Till there was you.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Linuel Guillermo and SDO Capi. Sana makasama namin kayo dito sa NCR.
Maraming salamat at tunay kang Lodi at this point. kilalanin natin ang mga finalists for the most outstanding implementers of SBFP. In the interest of time, we would like to inform everyone that the citations in the plaques and certificates for the next awards have the same texts, with the plaques and certificates we read this morning, except of course the specific awards for each region, SDO, and school.
And to announce the finalist of the search for the most outstanding implementers of SBFP for school year 2020-2021, let us welcome the Chief of the School Health Division, Dr. Maria Corazon Sidumlao.
It is my honor and privilege to announce this year's finalists for the search for the most outstanding implementers of the school-based feeding program for school year 2020-2021. The regional office shall receive a trophy plus a cash prize of 10,000 pesos. The regional focal person shall receive a plaque and a certificate of recognition. The school's division office shall receive a trophy plus a cash prize of 20,000 pesos. The school's division office focal persons shall receive a plaque and a certificate of recognition. The school winner shall receive a trophy plus a cash prize of 30,000 pesos. And the school feeding coordinator shall also receive a plaque and a certificate of recognition. DepEd family, friends, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the following finalists. DepEd Region 7 Schools Division of Naga City, Cebu, and Sepok Central Elementary School. Bakit Cebu?
Opo, Naga City. Province siya ng city. Region.
It is my honor and privilege to announce this year's finalists for the search for the most outstanding implementers of the school-based feeding program for school year 2020-2021. The regional office shall receive a trophy plus a cash prize of 10,000 pesos. The regional focal person shall receive a plaque and a certificate of recognition. The school's division office shall receive a trophy plus a cash prize of 20,000 pesos. The school's division office focal persons shall receive a plaque and a certificate of recognition. The school winner shall receive a trophy plus a cash prize of 30,000 pesos. And the school feeding coordinator shall also receive a plaque and a certificate of recognition. DepEd family, friends, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the following finalists. DepEd Region 7 Schools Division of Naga City, Cebu, and Sepok Central Elementary School. Congratulations, Dr. Salustiano T. Jimenez, Regional Director, Ms. Grace B. Espos, Nutritionist, Dietitian 2, and Regional Focal Person, Dr. Rosalie M. Pasaol, Schools Division Superintendent, Ms. Janice S. Tumimbang, Nurse 2 and SDO Focal Person, and Ms. Jenny C. Bartolabak, School Head, and Ms. Marian Lu A. Manligues, School Feeding Coordinator. Next finalist is DepEd Region 8, Schools Division of Baybay City and Sapa Elementary School. Congratulations, Dr. Evelyn R. Fetalvero, Regional Director, Ms. Adara Lourdes S. Luaton, Nutritionist Dietitian 2 and Regional Focal Person, Dr. Carmelino P. Bardanas, Schools Division Superintendent, Ms. Janty Araneta, Nurse 2 and SDO Focal Person, and Ms. Girly A. Cantoneros, School Head, and Ms. Abigail O. Sevilla, School Feeding Coordinator. Next finalist is DepEd NCR, Schools Division of Makati City and La Paz Elementary School. Congratulations, Dr. Wilfredo E. Cabral, Regional Director, Ms. Maribel B. Baharo and Ms. Jocelyn B. Pabilio, Nutritionist Dietitian 2 and Regional Focal Persons, Dr. Carlene S. Cedilia, Schools Division Superintendent, Ms. Lunita P. Lumakad, Nurse 2 and SDO Focal Person, and Ms. Alma C. Adonia, School Head, and Ms. Felicie Kakam, School Feeding Coordinator. Next finalist is DepEd Region 9, Schools Division of Zamboanga City and Tetuan Central Schools Ped Center. Congratulations, Dr. Ruth L. Fuentes, Regional Director, Ms. Fe P. Cedillo, Nutritionist Dietitian 2 and Regional Focal Person, Dr. Roy C. Tubalia, Schools Division Superintendent, Ms. Rowena E. Lusaya, Nurse 2 and SDO Focal Person, and Mr. Edsel R. Francisco, School Head, and Mr. Rosrel M. Not, School Feeding Coordinator. Next finalist is DepEd Region 6, Schools Division of Capiz and Tapas Central School. Congratulations, Dr. Ramir B. Oitico, Regional Director, Ms. Melgazar F. Barbosa, Nutritionist Dietitian 2 and Regional Focal Person, Dr. Salvador D. Ochavo Jr., Schools Division Superintendent, Ms. Sherilyn G. Baticados and Mr. Albin M. Braulio, Nurse 2 and SDO Focal Persons, and Ms. Gleta G. Gervero, School Head, and Ms. Belen G. Mesayas and Ms. Jovi G. Gardos, School Feeding Coordinators. And our last finalist is DepEd Region 5, Schools Division of Camarines Norte and Jose Panganiban Elementary School. Congratulations, Dr. Gilbert T. Sadsad, Regional Director, Ms. Marites O. Rabulan, Nutritionist Dietitian 2 and Regional Focal Persons, Dr. Nympha D. Guemo, Schools Division Superintendent, Ms. Marilo O. Apuang and Mr. Robbie Mark C. Bastro, Nurse 2 and SDO Focal Persons, and Mr. Antonio A. Madural, School Head, and Ms. Jovi C. De Mata, School Feeding Coordinator. Once again, congratulations at maraming salamat sa inyong pagpupunyagi at dedikasyon na maitaloy ang school-based feeding program. Hanggang sa muli.
Wow! There you go, mga kaibigan. Natunghayan natin po ngayon ang ating finalists from different regions. Congratulations po sa lahat.
At i-recap natin, now we would like to congratulate them once again. Of course, our first nationwide search for the most outstanding implementers of the school-based feeding program. So ito ay ang ating top, okay, 11 to 15 place. So let's begin, Sir Marco.
Ready.
Region 7, Central Visayas, SDO Naga City, Cebu, Sepok Central Elementary School.
With the regional focal person, Grace B. Espos.
And their school's division focal person, Janice S. Tumimbang. With their
Together with Marian Lu A. Manligues, SBFP Focal School Feeding Coordinator.
And from Region 8, Eastern Visayas, SDO Baybay City, Leyte, Sapa Elementary School.
Together with their regional focal person, Adara Lourdes S. Luaton.
And of course, their school's division focal person also, G&T Araneta.
Kasama na rin po dyan si Ma'am Abigail O. Sevilla, SBFP School Feeding Coordinator.
We also have winner from National Capital Region, SDO Makati City, La Paz Elementary School.
We have the regional focal persons, Maribel B. Baharo and Jocelyn B. Pabilio.
And their school's division focal person, Lonida P. Lomacad.
Together with their SBFP School Feeding Coordinator, Feli C. Kakam.
And next in line would be Region 9, Zamboanga Peninsula, SDO Zamboanga City, Tetuan Central School.
Together with their regional focal person, Fe P. Sedilio.
And their school's division focal person, Rowena E. Lusaya.
Kasama po si Sir Rosaler M. Non, SBFP School Feeding Coordinator.
We would also like to congratulate Region 6, Western Visayas, SDO Capiz, Tapas Central School.
We have the regional focal persons, Ma'am Melgazar F. Barbosa and Sir Melcher Kim Kwan.
And we have their school's division focal person, Sherilyn D. Baticados.
Together with their SBFP School Feeding Coordinator, Juvie G. Gardose.
And Region 5, congratulations, Bicol Region, SDO Camarines Norte, Jose Panganiban Elementary School.
With their regional focal person, Marites O. Rabulan.
And their school's division focal persons, Robbie Mark C. Bastro and Marilu O. Apuang.
Together with their SBFP School Feeding Coordinator, Jovi C. Demata.
And wow naman talaga, ano? Pasimula pa lang yan, Sir Marco.
Amazing.
Naghahanap ako ng mga kakilala eh.
Oo nga eh.
Para makantsawan ng pa-virtual, ano?
Baka
Anyway,
naman.
at this time, magbibigyan po tayo ng ating special Sir Marco, itong mga special awards na ito ay binuo upang mabigyan ng importansya ang ating mga SBFP coordinators at maramdaman nila na ang kanilang ilang taong paninilbihan sa kagawaran ng edukasyon ay lubhang napakahalaga. Ayan. Ang una pong special awards ay para sa ating mga service awardees. It doesn't mean ganito siya. Explain ko yung service awardees, ha? Their number of years in service is not measured by their age, but the number of years they have dedicated to the school feeding program and for other related health program entrusted to them. Quality over quantity pala.
Exactly,
Ganon. Thus, it is just right to acknowledge their noble services with this award.
Huwag na natin patagalin, Ms. Pam. And to announce the service awardees, we would like to request again Ma'am Len Cariaga and Ma'am Meiling Duhig.
Thanks again, Teacher Pam and Teacher Marco. Kami po ni Ma'am May ay natutuwa at nagagalak na ipagkaloob ang ating service awards sa ating mga regional focal persons na mahaba na ang pagsisilbi para sa mga school feeding programs. So allow me, Ma'am May, to read the citations in the Certificate of Recognition for the service awardees. So this certificate of recognition is hereby granted to, in recognition of her blank years of unstinted support, dedication, and commitment in the implementation and service delivery of the school health and nutrition programs, given the second day of December 2021 in Pasig City, signed Leonor Magtolis Briones, Secretary.
Yes, Ma'am Len, we are indeed glad to present this award, and it is our, lahat po sila ating mga good friends, and yung services nila ang ating bibigyan ng pahalaga ngayong araw na ito. Okay, so our first award is Miss Marites Orabulan, Nutritionist Dietitian 2, Region 5, 29 years in service.
Okay, next, we have Miss Fe Pisedillo, also a nutritionist dietitian 2 in Region 9, 30 years in service.
At ang susunod naman, Miss Len, ay si Miss Maribel B. Baharo, Nutritionist Dietitian 1 in NCR, 32 years in service.
Also from the National Capital Region, si Ma'am Jocelyn B. Pabilio, Nutritionist Dietitian 1 with 32 years in service.
So next, Miss Melgasar F. Barboza, Nutritionist Dietitian 2 in Region 6, 33 years in service.
Okay, so syempre, susunod sa Region 6, we have from Region 7, si Ma'am Grace B. Espos, Nutritionist Dietitian 2, 33 years in service.
Also, no, we have retired friend. Kahit na retired siya, we will give her the award. So this is Miss Michelle B. Andaya, retired nutritionist dietitian 2. She retired last year from CAR, 34 years in service.
So another retired colleague, isa na naman pong nutritionist dietitian from Region 11, we have Ma'am Nelly Clemencia Fabia, 34 years in service.
Next naman po is Miss Edita D. Ubiña, Nutritionist Dietitian 2 in Region 2, 35 years in service.
Okay, and another one from the National Capital Region at 35 years in service then, we have Miss Sarah G. Castro.
And last but not the least is Miss Nelia L. Balaquit, Nutritionist Dietitian 2 in Caraga, 38 years in service. So yan po ang ating mga service awardees. So thank you very much and for your dedication and commitment, and congratulations again. All right, back to you, Ms. Pam and Sir Marco.
There you have it. Thank you po, mga ma'ams. The first set of special awards. Thank you, Miss Len and Miss May. And once again, congratulations to our service awardees.
Iniisip ko kung aabot din ako ng ganung kahabang taon sa serbisyo,
30
pero
plus years.
oo, quality naman daw.
Yes.
So yung dedication natin. Anyway, dahil diyan, we have prepared something for everybody. Up next is another set of intermission number for us to sit back and relax for a moment. So let us together be entertained by another talented music teacher. This time, Sir Marco from Region 9 SDO Dipolog City, Estaca Central School. No other than Miss Lovely Davenport with her solo flute rendition.
Napakagaling naman na nag-flip na yun, ano? Paubaya. Katulad mo ko na talented din. So, I'm very, very happy na you share your talents with us for today. Kaya ba mag-flute pa, partner?
Hindi. Pero I used to play rondalya when I was in elementary, pero wala na akong natandaan.
Aabangan kita dyan. Nung minsan mag-play ng rondalya.
Ng bandurya, rather.
Bandurya.
Oo.
Pati nga ng kalye sa daliri. Huwag na natin patagalin. Itodo na natin ito. So from 16 finalists, we shall now get to know the 6th to 10th placers. As what we have mentioned for the National Evaluation Committee and the SBFP team, hindi naging madali ang pagpili sa mga napabilang sa top 10 finalists.
Hindi naman talaga kahit kailan madaling pumili, Sir Marco.
Totoo yan.
Kaya nga po, atin na pong tatawagin ang ating mahal na director sa Bureau of Learner Support Services, BLSS. Walang iba, ito po ay aming nakasama sa Baguio at talaga namang lubhang napakabait na tao. Director Lope B. Santos III to announce the 6th to 10th placers.
Privilege to announce the 6th to 10th placer for the search for the most outstanding implementers of the school-based feeding program for school year 2020-2021. For the 6th to 10th placers, each regional offices shall receive plaque, certificate, and a cash prize of 10,000 pesos, while the regional focal person shall receive a plaque and certificate of recognition. For the SDO category, the schools division offices shall receive plaque and certificate plus a cash prize of 20,000 pesos, while the SDO focal persons shall receive plaque and certificate of recognition. And for the school category, the school winners shall receive plaque, certificate, and a cash prize of 30,000 pesos, while the school feeding coordinator shall likewise receive a plaque and a certificate of recognition. DepEd family, friends, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to DepEd Region 4B, Schools Division of Oriental Mindoro, Dulangan 2 Elementary School, as the 10th placer of the first national search for the most outstanding implementers of the SBFP for school year 2020-2021. Congratulations, Dr. Nicolas Capulong, Regional Director, Region 4B, Mimaropa. Ms. Karen Faye Gaya, Nutritionist, Dietitian 2, and Regional Focal Person. Ms. Laida Mascareñas, Schools Division Superintendent. Ms. Charina Galindez and Mr. Oscar Lidesma, Nurse 2 and SDO Focal Persons. Ms. Erlinda Sulweta, School Head, and Ms. Elsie Gonzalez, School Feeding Coordinator. 9th placer is DepEd Region 10, Schools Division of Misamis Occidental and Liluan Elementary School. Congratulations, Dr. Arturo Bayucot, Regional Director, Mr. Ricardo Dragon, Nurse 2, and Ms. Hannah Lisel Ratunil, Nutritionist, Dietitian 2, and Regional Focal Persons. Dr. Edwin Maribo, Schools Division Superintendent. Raquel Acampanado, Nurse 2 and SDO Focal Person. Claudio T. Catalon, School Head, and Rizani M. Lopez, School Feeding Coordinator. The 8th place goes to DepEd Cordillera Administrative Region, Schools Division of Baguio City, and Jose Rizal Elementary School. Congratulations, Director Estela Carino, Regional Director Michelle Andaya, retired nutritionist, dietitian, and focal person in school year 2020-2021. Dr. Angeline Calatan, Medical Officer 4. Ms. Diane Joaquin, nutritionist, dietitian 2, and regional focal persons. Dr. Federico Martin, Schools Division Superintendent, and Ms. Jojit Divera and Ms. Charlagail Miranda, Nurse 2, and SDO focal persons. Mr. Joseph Estigoy, School Head, Ms. Sebia Bantayan, School Feeding Coordinator. The 7th place is DepEd Caraga, Schools Division of Surigao del Norte and Quezon Elementary School. Congratulations, Dr. Maria Gemma Lidesma, Regional Director, Ms. Nelia Balaki, Nutritionist Dietitian 2 and Regional Focal Person. Dr. Maria Teresa Rial, Schools Division Superintendent, Ms. Hazel May Ladroma, Nurse 2 and SDO Focal Person. Mr. Alvin Bunyel, School Head, and Ms. Jennifer Niñal, School Feeding Coordinator. And for the 6th place, we have DepEd Region 3, Schools Division of San Jose del Monte City, and San Rafael BBH Elementary School. Congratulations, Dr. May Eclar, Regional Director, Ms. Grisel Pantalunan, Nutritionist, Dietitian 2, and Regional Focal Person. Dr. Marlena Cruz, Schools Division Superintendent, and Ms. Ethel Joy Querido, Nurse 2, and SDO Focal Person. Ms. Lordelisa Limon, School Head, and Ms. Maria Bencil Romero, School Feeding Coordinator. Congratulations at maraming salamat sa inyong pagpupunyagi at dedikasyon sa implementasyon ng ating school-based feeding program. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat.
Congratulations to the 6th to 10th placers. Thank you so much, Director Santos.
And once again, Sir Marco, we would like to recognize all the winners from 6th to 10th place. So we begin with Region 4B, Mimaropa Region, SDO Oriental Mindoro, Dulangan 2 Elementary School, 10th place.
With their regional focal person, Karen May M. Gaya.
And their school's division focal person, Charina G. Galindez.
Together with their school feeding coordinator, Elsie A. Gonzalez.
We have our 9th placer, Region 10, Northern Mindanao, SDO Misamis Oriental, Liloan Elementary School.
With their regional focal persons, Hannah Lizelle K. Ratunil and Sir Ricardo G. Dragon.
All right, and we also recognize their school's division focal person, Raquel N. Acompañado.
Together with school feeding coordinator, Cresceny M. Lopez.
All right, and then we have our 8th placer, Cordillera Administrative Region, SDO Baguio City, Jose P. Rizal Elementary School.
Together with the regional focal person, Diane B. Joaquin.
And their school's division focal persons, Jojit F. De Vera and Shira Gail C. Miranda.
Together with their school feeding coordinator, Sebia P. Batayan.
Our 7th place from Caraga Administrative Region, SDO Surigao del Norte, Quezon Elementary School.
Together with their regional focal person, Nelia L. Balakwit.
And their school division focal person, Hazel May M. Ladroma.
Isama na rin natin si Ma'am Jennifer R. Nilnyal, ang kanilang School Feeding Coordinator.
Okay, we would like to make a correction. Our ninth placer is Misamis Occidental, not Oriental. Again, Misamis Occidental. I stand corrected. Ganun
So,
talaga
partner,
pag
okay
live,
lang yan.
no?
Live tayo eh. Pagpatuloy natin, 6th place, we have Region 3, Central Luzon, SDO, San Jose del Monte, San Rafael Elementary School.
The city of the rising stars. Okay, we have our regional focal person, Crisel S. Pantalunan.
Together with their school's division focal person, Ethel Joy A. Quiredo.
And their school feeding coordinator, Maria Benzil M. Romero. Ayan, congratulations once again. Ayan, so antay lang tayo sa kasunod na set of winners.
Tama ka dyan, partner. Now let's have another set of special awards. This time, we shall recognize 3 more awards. First is the Early Bird Award, the very first to submit their entry earlier than the set deadline. Ibig sabihin ito, partner, ever ready sila sa kanilang mga document at mabilis na lang sort out ang kanilang mga MOVs. Imagine that. Or means of verifications. Kaya, mabilis din ang paghahanda nito. And this will be presented by Sir Ferdy Nunez.
Habang sinasabi mo to, iisang tao lang yung naiisip ko na kung pwedeng sumali dyan, ikaw yun. Mukhang makukuha mo to dahil ever ready lagi ang iyong mga documents. Yung kasunod, ikiklaim ko naman. Ang Malasakit Award.
Wow.
Ito naman ay napagdesisyonan ng committee na igawad sa isa sa mga school feeding implementers dahil sa ipinakita niyang malasakit sa mga beneficiaries na lagpas pa sa kanyang scope of work. Siya ay naging nanay, ate at driver na din para lang maihatid ang mga food commodities sa napakalayong paaralan sa kanilang division. And this time, Sir Marco, yes, parang ikaw, no? Pinagmamaneho mo kami. Ayan. So this time, it will be presented by Ma'am Lee Alpuerto, a very close friend of Sir Bads Manansala, no? At siya din actually ang nag-recommend sa paggawad ng award na ito.
At itong huling special award ay masasabi nating malungkot. Ngunit marapat lamang gawaran ng Posthumous Award bilang pagpupugay at pagkilala sa ating mga yumaong SBFP coordinators sa gitna ng pandemya at hindi na natin nakakasama. Muli po ito igagawad ni Sir Ferdy at Ma'am Lee.
Thank you sa ating mga magagaling na hosts. Let me read. This certificate of recognition is presented to DepEd Region 5, SBO Camarines Norte, and Jose Panganiban Elementary School in appreciation of their great effort to be the first to submit the regional entry and hereby given the Early Bird Award. Search for the most outstanding implementers of the school-based feeding program school year 2020-2021, given the 2nd day of December 2021 in Pasig City. Signed, Leonor Magtolis Briones, Secretary. Thank you and congratulations. Ma'am Lee.
Yes, Sir Ferdy. For the Malasakit Award, let me read the citation. The certificate of recognition is presented to Venny Rose S. Almirante in grateful recognition of her immeasurable dedication, commitment, and love by serving beyond the call of duty, being the SBFP feeding coordinator that affects the well-being of the learner beneficiaries of the school-based feeding program for school year 2020-2021 of Sinayawan Elementary School and is hereby awarded with SBFP Malasakit Award. Search for the most outstanding implementers of the school-based feeding program for SY or school year 2020-2021, given the 2nd day of December 2021 in Pasig City. Signed, Leonor Magtolis Briones, Secretary.
At para sa ating panghuling award, this certificate of recognition, Posthumous Award, is presented to Ma'am Aurora D. Vallejo, Nurse 2, SDO Aurora, Region 3, for having served the department for 19 years with unwavering support, dedication, and commitment that contributed to the upliftment of the health status of the school children, teaching and non-teaching personnel, given the second day of December 2021 in Pasig City. Signed, Leonor Magtolis Briones, Secretary.
And another certificate of recognition for the posthumous award is presented to Nelia D. Calilong, teacher, SDO Pampanga, Region 3, for having served the department for 5 years with unwavering support, dedication, and commitment that contributed to the upliftment of the health status of the school children, teaching, and non-teaching personnel, given the second day of December 2021 in Pasig City. Signed, Leonor Magtolis Briones, Secretary. Ang aming taos-pusong pakikiramay sa mga naulila at ang aming pasasalamat sa paglilingkod ni Ma'am Au at Ma'am Nelia. Back to you, Miss Pam and Sir Marco.
Muli, pagbati at taus-pusong pasasalamat sa lahat na nagbigay ng kanilang serbisyo, loob man o labas ito ng kanilang trabaho. And moving on, we shall now award the 4th and 5th place winners for the search. And Sir Marco, to announce the lucky 4th and 5th placers, we have with us the Assistant Secretary for Procurement Administration and the SBFP Execom lead, who no other than Attorney Salvador C. Malana III.
It is my honor and privilege to announce this year's 4th and 5th place winners for the search for the most outstanding implementers of the school-based feeding program for school year 2020-2021. The regional office shall receive a trophy plus a cash prize of 10,000 pesos. The regional focal person shall receive a plaque and certificate of recognition. The school's division office shall receive a trophy plus a cash prize of 20,000 pesos. The SDO focal persons shall receive a plaque and certificate of recognition. The school winner shall receive a trophy plus a cash prize of 30,000 pesos. And finally, the school feeding coordinator shall also receive a plaque and certificate of recognition. DepEd family, friends, ladies and gentlemen, let us all congratulate DepEd Region 1, Schools Division of Dagupan City and Carael Elementary School for being the 5th place winners of the first national search for the most outstanding implementers of the SBFP for school year 2020-2021. Congratulations to Dr. Tolentino G. Aquino, the Regional Director, Ms. Maricris A. Rimas, Nutritionist Dietitian 2 and Regional Focal Person, Dr. Aguedo C. Fernandez, Schools Division Superintendent, Ms. Noreen B. Vidal, Nurse 2 and SO Focal Person, Ms. Agnes T. Calicdan, School Head, and Ms. Alma A. Fernandez, School Feeding Coordinator. And for the 4th place, let us all congratulate DepEd Region 11, Schools Division of Tagum City, and San Agustin Elementary School as the 4th place winners of the first national search for the most outstanding implementers of the school-based feeding program for school year 2020-2021. Congratulations to Dr. Alan G. Farnazo, the Regional Director, Ms. Nelly Clemencia S. Pabia, Retired Nutritionist Dietitian 2, and Regional Focal Person in school year 2020-2021. Ms. Reisa T. Silda, Nutritionist Dietitian 2 and Regional Focal Person. Dr. Josephine Padul, Schools Division Superintendent. Ms. Judith S. Labha, Nurse 2 and SDO Focal Person. Ms. Bridget B. Asas, School Head. And Mr. Jem P. Subere, School Feeding Coordinator. Once again, congratulations at maraming salamat sa inyong pagpupunyagi at dedikasyon na maidaloy ang school-based feeding program.
Coming up, ladies and gentlemen, the awarding for the top 3 regions who have garnered the seat for third, second, and the grand place winner. But before that, meron po tayong inihanda na video clip ng SBFP implementation of our top 4 to top 10 winners and finalists. Roll VTR.
Land of pastures, home of champions, diversified community with one heart. The city of palms in the south, the city with golden opportunity. Everyone, welcome to the most friendly city, Tagum City. This is San Agustin Elementary School, school-based feeding program implementation.
Busy sa ginikanan sa ilang pagpanarbaho, ang uban sa ilaha dili na makadumdum buha sa feeding supply sa eskwelahan. Maong ako ug akong mga kauban na magtutudlo, ginhatod jud namo ang mga supply sa matagbalay. Sa tabang usab sa among mga parent leaders sama sa IPs o sa 4Ps, sila nag-volunteer na sila na mismo ang muhatod sa feeding supplies sa ilahang mga membro. Maong masiguro jud namo 100% sa among mga beneficiaryo nakadawat ug nakakaon gayud sa ilahang budget sa feeding.
Having said to yes to accept the said coordinatorship would still give me more avenues to learn and relearn new things and tips, and that my ultimate goal is to share my learnings to my colleagues. The challenges that I encountered during my first year of managing SBFP are: 1. How will I create an atmosphere that children will like to eat the foods I will serve to them, like they are just in their home? 2. How will I cook and prepare menus anchored to the balanced diet and that beneficiaries would really love to eat? 3. How will I convince children to eat the nutritional foods and the context of vegetables and fruits, emptying their plates and filling in their tummies without any complaints?
because of the changes brought about by the pandemic in the implementation of the school-based feeding program shall be modified, putting utmost importance to the welfare, safety, and health of beneficiaries and personnel. The school-based feeding program primary beneficiaries for school year 2020-2021 shall be all incoming kindergarten learners. The grade 1 to grade 6 beneficiaries would be the same as last year. I still choose to handle a school-based feeding program because I know that God has planned for me to lead and serve these little angels. With all the hard works and sacrifices, at the end of the day, what brings me joy is seeing the smiles of these little children and saying, "Thank you po, Mom." It really touched my heart and gave me a sense of fulfillment.
The Department of Education. As such, it shall continue the implementation of the school-based feeding program to address hunger and encourage learners to enroll, contribute to the improvement of their nutritional status, provide nourishment for their growth and development, and help boost their immune system and enhance and improve their health and nutrition values. Baraga region has 12 divisions with a total number of beneficiaries of each division for the school year 2020-2021 implementation.
Rizal Elementary School of Baguio City Division proudly presents the school-based feeding program for school year 2020-2021. The food commodities were delivered on scheduled dates: the bread, the rimo, and the brown rice bar. Teachers and parent volunteers, led by the school head, work hand in hand to pack the food commodities to be released to the target beneficiaries. Upon delivery of milk, they were stored immediately in the fridge as parents come to pick them up. At the entrance of the school, one member of the core group ushers the parents. Food pan was always placed at the entrance in the wash area for their hands. Parents get into the feeding center, maintaining social distancing.
Liluan Central School. The school has complied to the health minimum requirements and the food safety standards during the distribution of the food commodities in the school. Coordination with the barangay or partner for the safe distribution of food commodities. The school has safely allocated the food commodities to the respective purok with the assistance of the advisors and barangay health workers as partners in the distribution of commodities.
Preparation. Maayos na paghahanda ng bawat guro para sa pag-iimpake ng bawat commodities. Distribution. Alinsunod sa health protocol ay mahigpit na isinasagawa ang pagsasanitize, pagsusuot ng face mask, paglalag at social distancing.
Jose Panganiban Elementary School is located at Rizal Avenue, South Poblacion, Jose Panganiban, Camarines Norte. It is a central school of Jose Panganiban East District, SDO Camarines Norte. The school also passed the needed requirements for health standard and sanitation in conducting school-based feeding program by issuing health certificate card from the Municipal Health Office. Wearing PPE was strictly implemented by the school to make sure that all food was clean and safe to eat. Hairnet, aprons, gloves, and tongs were the personal protective equipment used during preparation of food packs. Elementary School organized SBFP core group. The SBFP core group members and the school back members lead the implementation of the school-based feeding program. Presence and completeness of forms. Familiarization of various forms is very necessary as recipient of the school-based feeding program. These forms are accomplished and submitted as requirements in the conduct of the school-based feeding program.
%100% of beneficiaries were being served both nutritious food products and milk products amid the pandemic, given priority to the good nutrition of the learners. The school really observes prompt implementation and thorough processes, especially in food handling, distributing of milk and food products that adheres to health and safety protocols. The SBFB school coordinator picks up the food supply and brings it to the feeding room. Upon arrival, the school inspectorate team counts and checks the goods. Then, the school feeding coordinator packs and puts inside the eco bags the Nutribun and fresh milk. Ice cubes are put inside the eco bags to maintain the freshness of the milk during the distribution.
pagtukoy ng mga batang benepisyaryo, nakagawian natin nakatulong ang ating school nurse sa pagtitimbang. Ngunit dahil sa pandemyang dulot ng COVID-19, ang prosesong ito ay binago upang ang kalusugan at kaligtasan ng bawat isa ay masigurado. Nagpalabas ng panibagong memorandum ang Pagawaran ng Edukasyon DepEd Order No. 23 Series 2020 nakma sa kasalukuyang sitwasyon na kung saan ang mga pangunahing benepisyaryo ay ang mga batang mag-aaral sa kindergarten ngayong taong panuruan 2020 hanggang 2021 at ang mga benepisyaryo ng taong 2019 hanggang 2020 mula una hanggang ika-6 na baitang na naitala maliban na lamang sa mga nag-grade 7 na. Ang mga batang lumipat na ng paaralan ay aming pinalitan upang mapunan ang bilang na nakatalang benepisyaryo. Ito ay kinuha namin mula sa mga indigenous people or learners, mga mag-aaral na nagmula sa mahihirap na pamilya, at mga mag-aaral na may panganib na tumigil sa pag-aaral. Upang patuloy na maisakatuparan ang layunin ng Kagawaran ng Edukasyon sa kabila ng pandemyang ito. Mapanatili ang pangako na makapagbigay ng tamang nutrisyon sa mga mag-aaral at patuloy mag-aaral.
To 2021, my best contribution was my patience and my perseverance to make the implementation effective and efficient. Despite me being a newbie, and right now we are in a new normal, so it's never easy, but it's very fulfilling when I hear positive feedbacks from the beneficiaries and their parents. Well, for me, as long as we have the guidance and support from our government, schools division, and of course our community, I am confident that this program will be effective and efficient. Since we are still facing this horrendous pandemic, for me, one of the best practices that I can share is the constant practice of the health protocols like social distancing, wearing of face mask, and face shield, and also proper hand washing. Another is the use of eco bags or even the cover of the bond papers. So through this, we're not just preventing malnutrition in our program, we are also helping Mother Earth to recover from damages.
Distribution of commodities. In consideration of the changes brought about by the pandemic as to how learning is delivered, the implementation of the school-based feeding program has been modified, putting the most importance to the welfare, safety, and health of learners and personnel involved, while also ensuring the attainment of the program objectives. The food and milk packs have been distributed in the 9 chosen puruks of Tinaan with 2 assigned puruk teacher in charge. And for learners residing outside Tinaan, food and milk packs have been distributed at Tinaan National High School, where we are staying. And for the food and milk packs not claimed for puruks, they have been distributed directly into the homes of the learners, while other parents or guardians of the learners have been allowed to claim the weekly food pack ratios along with their learning module.
All right, and a moment of truth,
Yes.
partner. Kung yung iba kinakatakutan ang katotohanan, ito hindi. Dahil we only have 3 more awards to give out and 3 regions to award. Kaya naman, isa-shout out ko ang mga dapat humandang regions. So, regions 2, 4A Calabarzon, and 12. Ayan, ulitin mo nga partner kung nakinig ka sa akin.
Regions 2, Region 4A, Calabarzon, and Region 12.
All right, and to announce our second and third place winners is no other than the Undersecretary of Finance, Yusek Annalyn M. Sevilla, with her congratulatory message alongside with a video of their SBFP implementation. Roll VR, please.
Mapagpalang araw sa inyong lahat. Ang Bureau of Learner Support Services School Health Division or BLSS-SHD ay nagsasagawa ng National Awarding Ceremony upang ipagpugay at pasalamatan ang inyong magandang kontribusyon sa kagawaran. Sa araw na ito, ating paparangalan ang mga kasama natin sa kagawaran ng edukasyon sa kauna-unahang most outstanding implementers of the school-based feeding program for school year 2020-2021. Dahil sa inyong pagpupursiging maitaguyod at walang pagod na maisakatuparan ang ating mga programa at sa patuloy nating pagtutulungan, kami ay taus-pusong nagpapasalamat sa mga nagpapatupad ng school-based feeding program. Your journey for a successful implementation of SBFP amidst the pandemic shows your wholehearted love, support, strong dedication, and deep commitment to your work. And because of that, be assured that as SBFP focal persons and implementers, all of you are deeply admired. For all the awardees, you all did amazing accomplishments, and may you continue to work relentlessly to uplift the welfare of our learners. Your perseverance is an inspiration to achieve our objectives. To our regional directors, school division superintendents, school heads, SBFP focal persons, partners, and stakeholders, please continue the good work we all have started. Ito ay para sa batang mag-aaral, para sa ating bayan. At this point, it is also my honor and privilege to announce this year's third place winners for the search for the most outstanding implementers of the school-based feeding program for school year 2020-2021. The regional office shall receive a trophy plus a cash prize of 20,000 pesos. The regional focal person shall receive a plaque and certificate of recognition, while the school division office shall receive a trophy plus a cash prize of 30,000 pesos. The SDO focal person shall receive a plaque and a certificate of recognition. The school winner shall receive trophy plus a cash prize of 50,000 pesos. And last but not the least, the school feeding coordinator shall also receive a plaque and certificate of recognition. DepEd family, friends, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to you. DepEd Region 12, School Division of Cotabato, and Sinayawan Elementary School as the third place winners of the first national search for the most outstanding implementers of the school-based feeding program for school year 2020-2021. Congratulations to all of you. Dr. Carlito R. Rocafort, Regional Director. Ms. Maria Lourdes A. Ines, Nutritionist, Dietitian 2, and Regional Focal Person. Dr. Isagani S. De la Cruz, School Division Superintendent. Ms. Risa Bacong and Ms. Nodeline R. Pulig, Nurse 2 and SDO Focal Persons respectively. And Mr. Richard G. Laluna, School Head, with Ms. Benny Rose Almirante, School Feeding Coordinator. Once again, congratulations at maraming salamat sa inyong pagpumunyagi at dedikasyon na maidaloy ang school-based feeding program. God bless us, God bless DepEd.
Maraming salamat, Yusek Sevilla. Recap tayo, partner, para mas lalo nating mabigyang diin ang ating third placer for the search for the most outstanding implementers based feeding program for school year 2020-2021. We begin with, of course, placer Region 12, Sok Sargen, SDO North Cotabato, Sinayawan Elementary School.
Together with the regional focal person, Maria Lourdes A. Ines.
We also have their school's division focal person, Riza B. Bacong and Nodaline R. Kulig.
Together with their school feeding coordinator, Rose S. Almirante.
Yon naman. Parang I'm interested to know kung ano ba ang kanilang ginawa para makuha talaga nila ito. Na para naman magawa ko sa school ko.
Lalaban tayo.
Oh, sige. So this time,
tayo ng SHD next year.
Oo, so parang maglalaban tayo ang ating mga schools and regions. So, buti na lamang nakuha tayo ng...
Yun.
Sige, roll TR.
In Region 12, school-based feeding program is not only a program, but a way of life, for it became an essential part of our mission to ensure that every learner is healthy and should be in school. I am Maria Lourdes Arce Ines, a golden girl serving the Department of Education Regional Office for 11 years, and assigned as the regional focal person on the school-based feeding program for 5 years. Challenges are part of our daily walk, but I know I am not alone. With the guidance of the Lord and of the national SBFP team, the support of my colleagues, challenges I hurdle. Data management for reports is a struggle, and validation of the liquidation reports are some setbacks. But as the years go by, there are continuous improvement and some challenges were eventually addressed. When the pandemic hit the world last year, careful planning for the health and safety of everyone is considered. The program was adapted to the changes. Good nutrition should reach our learners to help them grow, develop positive values, and boost their immune system while learning in their homes. So from hot meals, it was changed to nutritious food products. And from school-based, it is now in home-based. Alternative modes of delivery was also introduced. Technical assistance were rendered to SDO focals, making sure technical specification of each food commodity are followed, and in preparing the cycle menu. This school year, partnership with the barangay health workers in determining the actual weight and height of the learner using the decision tree of the LGU is used in the course of this pandemic and other disaster. Actual visit and inspection to the different bake shops has been conducted to see to it that they adhere to the food safety standards, of course with the observance of the minimum health protocol. For financial matters, our Finance Division have a quarterly conference on the status of the funds utilization and liquidation of the different PPAs, in which school-based feeding program is included.
Maraming salamat, SDO Cotabato, na naging matatag ng sandigan para sa akin. I'm Riza Bernales Bacong, 49 years old, from Cotabato Division, serving the Department of Education for 25 fruitful years, and Division SBFP focal person for 7 years. The program launched in our division in the year 2014, and that was the year I started my remarkable journey as Division SBFP focal person. When it was offered to me to take the responsibility as Division focal person of the program, honestly, may kunting pag-alinlangan considering it's a new program and a funded program. But I'm happy that finally, ito na po yung hinihintay nating programa, especially for us, health and nutrition personnel, kung saan we facilitated and assessed the taking of the nutritional status of our learners in our area of assignment, kung saan taon-taon maraming reported na underweight pupils na kailangan po mabigyan ng isang makabuluhang programa. Kaya masaya at buong puso ko pong tinanggap ang responsibility for sure it's a new learnings and opportunity for me to be a part of this noble program.
SBFP, isulong at magkaisa tungo sa pag-unlad. Commitment and support from parents, stakeholders, and community. It will help sustain and improve the delivery of the program, most especially in this time of pandemic. The parents and stakeholders play a vital role in the delivery and distribution of the nutritious food product and milk packs in accordance with safety health protocol.
Good day, everyone. I am the feeding coordinator of Sinayawan Elementary School for 5 consecutive years. I am Venero Sulit Almirante, 26 years old, grade 2 advisor of Sinayawan Elementary School and serving the Department of Education for more than 5 years. Year 2016, when I was hired as Teacher 1 in Sinayawan Elementary School. Sa unang tungtong ko sa paralang ito, dama ko ang pangangailangan ng mga kabataan. Sa kabila ng isang kahig, isang tukang pamumuhay, sila ay pusigido na makapag-aral. Di alintana, ang layo ng kanilang nilalakad, marating lamang ang aming paaralan. Naalala ko ang mga panahong minsan ko pong isinakripisyo ang sariling pera, maparanas lamang sa mga kabataan ang mga bagay na alam kong hangad din nilang maranasan. Tulad na lang ng pagkain ng ice cream, cupcakes at iba pa. Ipinaranas ko rin sa ilang kabataan ang maligo sa dagat. At sa ganoon, ito'y makapagbigay hamon at inspirasyon sa kanila magsikap at mag-aral ng mabuti. Ang mga kabataan sa Sinayawan ay nagbigay hamon sa akin para gampanan ko ang kahit anong responsibilidad. Kaya naman, buong puso kong tinanggap ang isang alok na maging SBFP coordinator dahil batid ko na ang programang ito ay makapagbibigay saya at pag-asa.
Congratulations, DepEd Region 12 under Regional Director Carlito D. Rocafort, SDO Cotabato, Dr. Isagani S. De La Cruz, and Sinayawan Elementary School. Ooh, parang gusto ko silang makilala at makausap.
Okay. Sana makarating tayo sa lugar nila.
Iimbitahan nila tayo dyan for sure. Hindi na magbabago. Kaya dahil dyan, okay, let us hear a short response from our third place winner. Hello, 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 Region 12! Hello, sir?
Magandang hapon po, Sir Baguio.
Sir, nais po sana namin kayong makausap. Paki-unmute lang po sana ang mic natin. Kung sakali po baka naka-mute po kasi. Nais po namin marinig ang inyong magandang tinig. Magandang sasabihin. Ganda ng ngiti ni sir, ngiting wagi.
Grabe. Paano kang di mapapangiti? Panalo ka.
Ayan, sandali lamang po sir. Ganito talaga pag live. Medyo may technical concerns, ano? Pero tingnan mo yung ngiti ni sir. Pakigaya mo nga yung ngiting wagi, Sir Marco.
Masaya ako sa mga nanalo na yan. Grabe. Mula
Huwag mo naman
kahapon,
ipagdamot yung ngiting wagi. Sinabi, ipakita mo naman sa kanila.
wagi-wagi
Ayan.
talaga.
Ayan. Ganyan ang ngiting wagi. Handa niyo yan. Kasi magkakaroon ulit tayo ng selfie.
So anong region nga pala yung nanalo?
Region
kanina?
12. Region 12.
Ano ba masarap na kainin sa region 12?
Naku, huwag ka naman nagpaparinig na magpapadala sila dito sa Manila.
Baka may food
Nasa
panda
central
doon.
office lang tayo, ano?
Baka may food
Oo.
panda. Grabe.
Hello, sir. Naririnig niyo po ba kami? Ayun, naririnig tayo ni sir. Hindi pa rin natin siya naririnig. Ayan. So siguro lamang ay mayroon lamang tayong konting problema. Ganun pa man. Ayan. Batid namin na maraming gustong iparating si sir.
Tama.
To
Aabangan
share
natin yan.
to share maybe kung ano yung kanilang naging sekreto, bakit sila nanalo.
Samantala, balikan po muna natin si Sir ARD ng Region 12. Magpatuloy po tayo sa ating programa. We are
Ayan.
nearing to the most coveted award for this event. Up next is the awarding of the second place winner for this year's search. To
Alright.
announce the second place winner,
Ayun, Sir Marco, bibitinin natin
Oo.
sila ng konti. Ganun talaga, hindi natin agad-agad ginagawa at sinasabi para meron tayong element of surprise. Alam na alam mo yan, mahilig kang manood ng mga pelikulang may cliffhanger. Region 12, are you still with us? Patingin nga po kami, open your camera, Region 12. Pasilip kami sa inyong lahat.
sa mga participants natin from Region 12, please open your camera for a photo opportunity.
Ayan, magpapapicture po muli tayo, lalo na sa mga nanalo, sa ating mga kasama. Ayan. Pa-picture tayo. Open your camera. Let's have this photo opportunity. Ayun, no?
Wow!
Wow, napalapit talaga ako sa aming monitor. Ang ganda. Ayan si ma'am. Oh, yung naka-pink ba yung suot ni ma'am? Ayan. Etong may
magtatay dun, oh. Di ba? Magkasama sila, oh.
red na background dyan. Ayan, nakikita po namin kayo. Baguhin natin yung posing natin, Sir Marco, para...
Sige. Bigyan natin sila ng pwesto.
Ayan, bibigyan namin kayo ng 5 seconds to prepare. Tapos 5 seconds po ulit para makapagpa-picture tayo. Okay? So, paano ba yan?
Ito ang pinaka-favorite part ko, eh. Picture taking.
Okay. So, 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And put on your best smile. Let's take a shot. Okay. Kayo po ba'y nakapagpa-picture? Parang ang gandang larawan ng mag-ama doon. Ano?
Oh, grabe. Talagang full support. Siguro yung bata doon, siya yung nakatanggap ng
Nutribun.
Exacto.
Oo.
Ang lusog, eh, oh.
Nutribun at
Di lang
gatas.
yan, pati yung pasteurized milk.
Oo, no?
Amazing.
Nakakagutom tuloy.
Mamaya.
Mamaya.
Hindi tayo papabayaan ng SHD.
Ayoko naman masyadong magsabi ng milk tea o kape. Okay.
So pagpapatuloy, up next is the awarding of the second place winner for this year's search. To announce the second place winner, let us welcome once again the Undersecretary for Finance, Annalyn M. Sevilla. After that, we shall be viewing the school implementation video as well as the SDO and RO focal interview.
Recording for the school-based feeding program. December 2, 2021. It is my honor and privilege to announce this year's second place winners for the search for the most outstanding implementers of the school-based feeding program for school year 2020-2021. The regional office shall receive a trophy plus a cash prize of 25,000 pesos. The regional focal person shall receive a plaque and certificate of recognition. The school division office shall receive a trophy plus a cash prize of 35,000 pesos. The SDO focal person shall receive a plaque and certificate of recognition, while the school winner shall receive a trophy plus a cash prize of 75,000 pesos, and the school feeding coordinator shall also receive a plaque and a certificate of recognition. So, DepEd family, friends, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to second winner, DepEd Region 4A Calabarzon, School Division of Quezon, and La Laguna Elementary School, the second place winners of the first national search for the most outstanding implementers. Congratulations to Dr. Francis Cesar Bringas, the Regional Director of Calabarzon, Mr. Neil Evangelista, the Nutritionist Dietitian 2, and Regional Focal Person Dr. Elias Alicaya, the School Division Superintendent, and Miss Maria Nerissa Diego, Miss Teresita Abelia, and Miss Jacqueline May Evora. All of them are Nurse 2 and SDO Focal Persons, plus the School Head, Miss Grace Sabatus, and Miss Venny Rose Almirante, School Feeding Coordinator. Once again, congratulations to all of you. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagpupunyagi at dedikasyon na maidaloy ang school-based feeding program.
Ako po si Neil Evangelista, 30 years old. Nag-start po ako sa DepEd noong 2017. 4 years na po ako as Regional SBFP Coordinator. Bali, bago ko po ako lumipat sa DepEd, alam ko na hawakan ko po talaga yung mga nutrition programs, katulad po ng school-based feeding program. Ang reaction ko po nun ay medyo kinabahan po ako na-challenge ako kasi alam ko na ang school-based feeding program ay napakalaking program. Saka malaki po ang impact nito sa mga bata. Meron po kaming Facebook group na may 1,800 members. Dito po namin minomonitor ang implementation po ng school-based feeding program. Pinapapost namin ng mga pictures ang mga feeding coordinators doon po sa group para makita po namin yung implementation sa kanilang school. Sa tingin ko po ang best contribution ko po sa program ngayong taon ay yung monitoring tool po na ginawa ko po. Ito po ay na-ensure po yung safety ng mga personnel involved during the distribution po ng NFP at milk. Meron din po kaming checklist na ginawa for Nutritious Food Products para ma-ensure po yung right quantity and quality ng mga produkto na binibigay sa mga bata. Nakipag-coordinate din po kami sa DILG for the distribution of NFP and milk. At meron din po kaming Memorandum of Understanding with DOST, prioritizing po yung paggamit po at pagbili ng Enhanced Nutribun. Panghuli po, dapat data-driven ang policy making at decision making.
I'm Nurse Maria Nerissa A. Diego, 29 years old, 4 years in service in DepEd Quezon, 2 years as SDO SBFP Alternate Coordinator, and 2 years as SBFP Focal Person. So, after an appropriate preparations, circumstances can change over the course of implementation, but established plan to monitor the implementation of the program will allow for changes to be adapted in the current situation. So, proper time management and prioritization of tasks can really be a big help in each change and challenges we are having each school year.
Mabuhay! Tara na sa lalawigan ng Quezon, bayan ng Lopez, barangay ng La Laguna, kung saan matatagpuan ang La Laguna 1 Elementary School, Silangang Purok ng Lopez na may school ID 108809.
Masustansyang araw, ako po si Cherry Magpantay Escobar, 42 taong gulang, at 19 na taon na po akong guro ng Lopez East District. Ngayong school year 2020-2021 ay naging school-based feeding program coordinator ng La Laguna 1 Elementary School.
Sa pakikipag-usap sa mga suppliers.
Sinimulan po ito noong October 2020 para sa posting of request for quotation, opening of quotation, signing and approval of purchase order, at noong pong December, nagsimula na pong mamigay ng NFP sa mga beneficiaries at natapos po ito noong June 18, 2021. Sa orientation sa school, katulong namin ang LGUs, ang BERT, ang core group, at ang parent support team. Kailangang alamin namin ang mga dapat gawin lalo na sa panahon ng pandemya. Ang bawat isa ay nagbibigay ng kanilang maitutulong upang maisagawa ng maayos ang programa. Bago mag-distribute, ay pinapaalam sa bawat advisor na magkakaroon ng orientation bago ipamigay ang mga NFP o ang meal component. Sa orientation sa magulang, ipapaliwanag ng aming district nurse kung ano ba ang NFP at saan ito manggagaling. Ang aming principal naman ay nagbibigay ng paalaala tungkol sa health protocol na dapat isagawa pagkuha ng feeding. Bilang SBFP coordinator, ay nagpapaliwanag ako kung ano ang mga dapat dalahin sa pagkuha ng NFP at ng milk component, katulad ng pagpirma sa consent form, ang mga hakbang sa pagsasagawa ng feeding, at bago pumirma sa consent form, ay ipinapaliwanag po muna namin ang mga maaaring maranasan ng bata, lalo na sa pag-inom ng gatas, at kung ano ang kanilang dapat gawin kung makakaranas sila ng ganitong sitwasyon. Upang maging maayos ang daloy ng distribution, naglagay kami ng mga station. Sa Station 1, nakabantay ang Barangay Tanod at ang BERT. Sa pagtapak sa pot ba tray, pagkuha ng temperature, pagsagot sa health form, at paghuhugas ng kamay. Sa Station 2, makikita ang dalawang cartoon character na si Lester at si Leslie. Si Lester ang dadaanan ng mga magulang ng beneficiaries ng kinder hanggang grade 2. Si Leslie naman ang dadaanan ng beneficiaries ng grade 3 hanggang grade 6. Dito na sila maglalagay ng alcohol bago at pagkatapos pumirma sa receiving form. Ang Station 2 ay mayroon ding plastic na nagsisilbing hatian ayon din sa health protocol. Sa kabilang bahagi po ay ang mga guro at ang PST o Parent Support Team na aalalay sa pagpirma sa receiving form. Sa Station 3, kukuha ng stab ang bawat beneficiaries. Sa Station 4, hahanay sila sa waiting area. Sa Station 5 naman ay magbibigay ng stab at paglalagay muli ng alcohol bago kumuha ng NFP para sa Station 6.
Kaya ako'y labis na nagpapasalamat. Siyempre, unang-una, malaking bagay sir dahil yung anak ko, pagka may feeding, aggressive siya na kumain ng binibigay sa school dahil kursunada niya yung mga prutas, yung mga tinapay. Nakita niyo naman, yung anak ko masigla.
To the Department of Education Central Office, thank you so much for this recognition. We are so honored and privileged to be part of this award ceremony and bagging numerous awards in the school category, in the division category, in the regional coordinator category, and in the regional category. This just proves that in Region 4 Calabarzon, we put premium to one of the very most important component of the education support services, that is the school-based feeding program. Despite the pandemic, we exerted all our concerted effort to make sure that this program will be effective and will be efficient for the benefit of all our learners here in Calabarzon. To all the school-based feeding program implementers all over the Philippines, let us work together, let us exert more effort so that we can reach more learners and we can complete our mandate of making sure that every learner is fed in the schools and that no learner will be left behind. So once again, Central Office, thank you so much for this recognition.
Yan, dahil yung mga smile. Region 4A rather. Yeah.
Region 4A.
Region 4A. Okay? Dahil yung mga matatamis ng ngiti at buksan yung mga
Calabarzon, tama po ba? 4A. Ano? Minsan ang ating kailangan kabisado, kaya malaking pasasalamat talaga sa mga guro natin sa heograpiya, kasaysayan at sibika ng panahon lipunan na ngayon. Oh, ready na po ba ang inyong mga camera? Ito si Mama Nat'l pa. Kita kong nakabukas ang camera. Ayan, pakibuksan na po ang ating mga camera para po magkaroon tayo ng pagkakataon na magkasama.
Salamat sa inyong patuloy pag-antaway.
Okay. So, mag-picture po tayo, ha? Photo op sa atin. Tayo, Sir Marco.
Okay, sige.
Side mo, side ko.
Side mo. Ako na mag-adjust.
Ayan po, maluwag yung banda rito, ha? Kailangan gusto mo tuturo natin. Okay, so pa-picture na po tayo. 5 seconds para po i-ready ninyo ang inyong mga camera. And then 5 seconds po para magkaroon tayo ng picture. Okay, ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's have our picture. And 1. Okay. Yan. Sana padalhan niyo po kami ng mga larawang iyan, ano. Okay, Sir Marco?
Hindi tayo magugulat mamaya. Magpa-flood na ang Facebook dahil litrato natin ay nagkalat na sa social media.
Hindi na lang, naka-Pilipinyana. Region 4A, congratulations once again. And continue, of course, doing a great inspiration to a lot. So, pero sabi ni Sir,
Exactly. School-based feed ARD. Pumuli.
Okay, acceptance speech.
Hapon. Ayan. Okay, magandang hapon po.
ARD Baguio, sa pagkakataon pong ito, ng
be honest.
Secretary of the Department, members of the Executive and Management Committees, regional and division offices, schools and learning centers. Warmest afternoon greetings from SOC Sergeant. On behalf of Regional Director Carlito D. Rocacourt, DepEd Regional Office 12 is more than to receive the award as one of the top 3 regions in the country for this year's most outstanding school-based feeding program implementers. Thank you for putting a smile on our face. A smile that is ear to ear, as this accolade is an early Christmas gift to SOC Sergeants, tireless and restless supporters, subscribers, and advocates of SBFP. I personally believe that healthy schools begin with healthy learners. Thus, SBFP is always a timely, relevant, and worthwhile approach to that statement. As chair of the Regional Search Committee, our game plan for the competition is proven effective. We want to showcase an entry that depicts the authentic life of a geographically isolated and disadvantaged school, which, in spite of the limitations, made an impact to the learners and to the indigenous community. Sinayawan Elementary School of the Municipality of Arakan in the province of Cotabato is a realistic proof that teachers are very passionate and heroic when implementing programs and projects of the department. The school is not well off. The school is not without problems, but has made history as the first ever top 3 podium finisher of program implementation on school-based feeding. The school's effort would not have been fruitful if not with the collaboration of the community on this endeavor. The leadership of Richard G. Laluna, the school head, and the support of the teacher or the teachers and that of the school's division superintendent, Isagani S. De La Cruz of SDO Cotabato, is one for the books. Again, our fullest appreciation for this distinction as an added feather on our cap. This means we will push further SBFP implementation in the region. To the jurors, our gratitude also for taking a closer and careful look at SOC Sergeant's official entry. Mabuhay Region 2.
Alright, thank you once again, Region 2. Ayan, so narinig na rin natin ang acceptance speech. Di ba nga, sabi nga sa'yo, pag mas pinatatagal, mas masarap yung bunga. Kaya,
Mas nananamnam.
oo, ninamnam mo ba yung kanyang speech?
Oo naman.
So, dahil dyan, makakadalaw rin tayo sa kanya.
Exactly.
Sir Marco.
Narinig ko yan kanina. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the most exciting moment has come. Drumroll please. We are about to witness the presentation of the grand winner for the first ever search of the most outstanding implementers of the school-based feeding program for the school year 2020-2021. To present the first national grand winners, let us welcome our very own Secretary of the Department of Education, Honorable Leonor Magtoles Briones, together with her message to the grand winners.
DepEd family, friends, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to DepEd Region 2, Schools Division of Isabela, and Angadanan Central School as the grand winner of the first national search for the most outstanding implementers of the SBFP for school year 2020-2021.
Alright, Sir Marco, grabe, ang nag-announce pa talaga ay walang iba kundi ang kalihim ng kagawaran. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen, na-announce na natin ang ating grand winner, and that would be Region 2, Cagayan Valley, SDO Isabela, Angadanan Central School.
Siyempre, masarap makilala natin ang kanilang mga tao sa likod nito. We have Regional Focal Person, Editha D. Ubiña.
And of course, our school's division focal persons, Florence T. Duque and Cherise S. Ferrer.
Hindi mawawala ang ating school feeding coordinator na si Ma'am Felisa Villacoba.
Again, that would be our grand winner, the first national grand winner of this event for the search for the most outstanding implementers of the school-based feeding program for school year 2020-2021. And again, that goes to Region 2, SDO Isabela and Angadanan Elementary School. And with that, ito, abangan ko talaga.
Ayan
Kasi
na.
kailangan makapag-take down notes paano sila nanalo.
Exactly.
So, Sir Marco, please be with me. And let us all witness their winning entry, their initiatives in the implementation of the SBFP for school year 2020-2021. Roll VTR.
Saan ang pag-asa ng bansa? Ngunit paano kung sila mismo ay mawalan na rin ng pag-asa? Paano kung ilan sa kanila kumakalam ang sikmura? Maitatawid pa ba nila ang kanilang edukasyon? O sa kabila ng dilim, tuluyan pa rin silang maghihintay ng isang bagong umaga. Walang batang may iwan, walang batang magugutom. Maging sa panahon ng pandemya, magandang kalusugan ay abot kamay pa rin. Katuwang ang DepEd, LGU at mga stakeholders, patuloy na naglalayag ang bangka tungo sa kalusugan at kinabukasan sa bayan ng Angadanan sa probinsya ng Isabela. Ang mababang paaralan ng Angadanan Central School ay nananatiling sandigan at matatag na tahanan ng school-based feeding program. Ito ang GAKIP, the journey of Isabella's Hall of Famer in school-based feeding program implementation.
We love SBFP! Okay sa DepEd!
Una sa lahat, lubos akong nagpapasalamat sa ating Panginoong Diyos sa napagbibigay kalakasan sa pagpapatupad ng school-based feeding program sa gitna ng pandemic. Sa 4 na taong pagsisilbi ko bilang SBFP coordinator, napamahal na sa akin ito dahil nakikita ko yung pagbabago ng nutritional status ng mga bata. At ito yung nagbibigay inspirasyon sa akin para ipagpatuloy ko ang pagiging SBFP coordinator. This has been a vocation that I have learned to love even more. SBSP will always be my mission.
Buhat ng maimplementa ang SBFP, 73 ang kabuang bilang ng beneficiaries, 19 ang wasted at 22 ang severely wasted. Sa ngayon, 2 na lamang ang kailangan pagtutukan.
Thank you so much, DepEd, for the milk and fruits. I love SBFP. Mabuhay and God bless.
It has been my passion to establish and implement well the school-based feeding program since I entered DepEd. Because my experiences when I was in elementary, that I was one of the beneficiaries from grade 1 to grade 3, brought me to embrace and love this program.
Opo, ano-ano yung mga prutas na binigay nila? Meron?
Po, kasi po, nalagdag ang fruit timbang nila, lalo na po si Ron.
Okay, sige, mas lalong bumigat si Ron.
Aking anak ay isa sa mga tumatanggap sa SBFP. Isa rin ako sa mga magulang na masaya sa programang ito ng kagawaran ng edukasyon. Bilang isang magulang, nakikita ko sa aking anak ang malaking pagbabago sa iba't ibang larangan. Ramdam ko ang kasiyahan ng aking anak sa mga ngiting nakapinta sa kanyang mga labi dahil sa SBFP. Tunay nga ng school-based feeding program ay malaking tulong sa nakararami. Sana patuloy ang programang ito upang sa ganon ay mapuksa ang malnutrition. Maraming salamat sa SBFP and God bless po.
We have well-grounded information dissemination drive. We have a strong community support system. We adhere to health protocols and maintain cleanliness of storage rooms. Our gulayan sa paaralan serves as supplementary sources of vegetables and funds for our feeding programs. Have proper scheduling of distribution. We ensure our beneficiaries are given hygiene kits and vitamins. We update our stakeholders from time to time. And make sure that recognition is given to them because their support is our lifeline, our foundation.
In Angadanan Central School, we do not just feed, we bridge people, we build lives.
I am Edita Di Ubilla, 59 years old, very soon to be a senior citizen by God's grace. 35 years as a public servant. With 11 years of being SBFP coordinator, I have learned and still continue to learn, improve, and be better. I heartily accepted the responsibility with so much gratefulness and appreciation for the opportunity to serve and broaden my influence as a public servant in which every one of us is called. If I have the opportunity to handle another OKD program, I would still love to be part of the school-based feeding program. As a nutrition advocate, God has given me this responsibility and burden to help our young children who lack nutrition and alleviate hunger that eventually helps them achieve better academic performance. I have loved this program since then. Despite all the sacrifices, challenges, sleepless nights, pressures and stress it cost me, I would continue and would love to provide technical assistance to the division coordinators to successfully implement the program for the good of the Filipino children. Sa SBFP, walang maiiwan na batang beneficiary sa Rehiyon 2. Mabuhay ang DepEd! Mabuhay ang batang Pilipino!
Naimbagngal daw. I'm Florence Duque, your SDO Isabela SBFP focal person. 34 years old, 9 years as a nurse too in the department, and 3 years serving the beneficiaries of the school-based feeding program. SBFP is known to be the most challenging, most funded and tasky program of OK sa DepEd. So when our medical officer, Doc Nat'l, with the NIC and former SBFP focal person told me na ako ang magiging next na SBFP focal person, nagulat ako. To be honest, natakot ako. Kasi kilala ko yung sarili ko na laging follower and not a leader. Pero yung hiya ko na mag-no sa aking superior, napaupo na lang ako. Inisip ko na lang and told myself, if God placed me here, He will help me to go through it. Seeing the past focal person doing her duty, I thought it's easy for me to adopt and adjust to do the things I needed to do. To prepare the documents and reports, download funds to the school, feed the beneficiaries, monitor and evaluate the outcomes. But I'm wrong. I realize it doesn't end there, and there are far more other things that should be done. One of the vital key roles that I have to learn is effective communication. I have to communicate to my superiors, my co-workers in health, to all the school feeding coordinators, to school heads, to parents, and to the beneficiaries. And seeing those children, hearing their stories and their words of gratitude, I'm still here, improving, growing, and learning. Listening for feedback, for opinion and suggestions. Rely not on what you know, but also take time to listen to the experiences and wisdom of others. I learned to be patient. If you fail, then try again. If they did not get the message at first, then tell it again for the second time. It's important that everyone knows where we are going. We play different roles but with one goal towards attaining our objectives. Dahil walang maiiwan at sa DepEd walang batang maiiwan. Yes, I still choose to be in the SBFP. It takes a lot of sacrifices, a lot of tears and sleepless nights, but still I choose to stay. The best legacy that I have to impart as a focal is putting my heart in all that I do in order to make an impact on the beneficiary's life. After all, the measurement of success is not measured on the awards that I will receive or the fame that I will get, but the smile I have put into someone's life. Because as humans, it's our responsibility to help our neighbors, to serve the poor. And being a focal, I can be an instrument or a channel of God's blessings in feeding those empty stomachs of those penniless children, in feeding the undernourished children and helping them in their development and improve their healthy status. We don't know that by doing it, we are touching someone's life. And by touching their lives, we might as well change the world. Sa SDO Isabela, at home ka!
Ayan, congratulations again. Ayan, Sir Marco, ano ang pangalan ng eskwelahan?
Angadanan Elementary School.
SDO Isabela, and of course, DepEd, Region 2, Cagayan Valley. And
Tama. At balikan po natin si Sir RD of Region 2 para sa kanyang acceptance speech. So, RD Benjamin D. Paragas, Regional Director of Region 2.
Dahil sa bayanihan, okay ang lahat sa DepEd, lalong-lalo na dito sa DepEd Region 2. Pagpupugay at pagmamahal ang ating ipinapaabot sa bawat isang nangarap, kumilos at patuloy na nakikiisa sa pagsusulong ng bayanihan para sa kalusugan sa DepEd, sa bawat paaralan at sa bawat tahanan. Without a doubt, the circumstances we are now are by no means easy. The limitations imposed by the protocols we have to follow because of the pandemic have made things truly difficult and out of the usual. Thanks to the adaptive, flexible, and resilient spirit of every one of us, we are able to ensure that our programs, our projects and activities are properly implemented for the benefit of our learners. The school-based feeding program is one of those that still goes on unhampered because foremost in our heart is the well-being of our learners who need preferential attention for their nutritional status. Such will enable them to perform better in the learning process. The bigger goal of helping improve their cognitive function, alleviate hunger, and ultimately improve education outcomes have truly become within reach. Our commitment is to ensure that this program will continue even amid the pandemic. Even under the so-called new normal, the program will cater to the needs of our target beneficiaries, our very own school children, the learners. Sinisiguro at patuloy nating sisiguruhin na kahit sa panahon ng pandemya, pagdating sa kalusugan, okay sa DepEd, okay sa paaralan, at okay sa tahanan. Ang ating pinakamabisang estratehiya ay ang bayanihan ng bawat isa, ginagawa ang tungkulin bilang isang pamilya. Maraming salamat sa pagkilalang iginawad sa DepEd Region 2. Ito ay magsisilbing inspirasyon upang mas lalo mapagbuti namin ang implementasyon ng ating programa sa buong rehiyon. Dahil sa bayanihan, okay lahat sa DepEd. Binabati ko ang ating school feeding program implementers sa buong Region 2 for a job well done. Mabuhay!
Angadanan Elementary School, SDO Isabela, and DepEd Region 2 Cagayan Valley, you have bested the other 15 regions with your enormous effort in making the program much felt by the learner beneficiaries. And thank you so much po, RD Paragas, ng Regional Director po ng Region 2. At syempre, hindi ito mawawala. No? Alam ko, kanina ko pa narinig sa ating mga technical directors na nakangiti na daw ang ating mga participants from Region 2. At sabi nila, nangangalan na daw ang kanilang
actually,
mga...
ako din, hawak ko na yung camera kasi ready na rin ako sanang mag-photo op dito.
Ayan.
Ayan. At dahil dyan, kasama, ang ganda ng ngiti ni ma'am, yung naka-white na may long hair. Ayan. Hi, ma'am. O, di ba?
Ayan.
Ayun, kumpleto tayo ngayon.
Talagang
Nakabukas talaga
ready
yung
si
kanilang
R2,
mga camera. Ang gaganda, ang gwapo niyo po. Kaya naman, Sir Marco, ayan, magpipicture tayo.
Selfie po tayo, ha?
Usog doon, para dito po kayo kunwari namin, ha? Ready? And 1, 2, and 3. Ayun, okay na po ba? Isa pa, igigit na naman namin kayo ngayon. Itatago na namin ang aming phone. Pagkakataon nyo na po, 5 seconds to get ready, and then 5 seconds to take your picture. O, pa-screenshot na po dyan, and photo capture. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's smile. At dahil kayo ang grand winner, number 1 tayo, pare-pareho. O, pakita po ninyo sa amin ang number 1. Ayan, 1. Dahil kayo ang first placer and grand winner, ipakita po sa amin ang 1. Picture tayo. Ayan, 1. Ayan. Sir Ken, pakisabi po sa kanila, 1 tayo, 1. Ayan. Index finger. Ayan, already. 5 Ayun, salamat po.
Sir.
Nakita na namin si Sir, naka-1. Dalawa na silang naka-1. Ayan, asa po iba? Okay, ready? And let's capture. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Ito, alam mo yan. Dahil sila ang grand winner.
Dahil sila ang grand winner.
Okay, sa
sasamantalay na
ito
po namin ang pagkakataon. Ganito naman po tayo. Symbol na.
Left.
Left po pala. Okay, sa DepEd symbol.
Okay, ready? And 5 seconds. Okay po tayo.
Susulitin po namin yung paghihintay niyo sa inyong pagngiti.
Oo, ganun talaga. Okay, okay na tayo. Ready?
Okay, sa
Left po,
DepEd.
left. And ready? And 1, 2, and 3.
Yan.
Okay, maraming salamat po. And congratulations once again. And now, palapit na tayo sa end. Pero syempre, we want to hear once again the winners, top 3 winners. So, recap tayo?
Syempre naman.
Okay, let's begin.
For our third place winner, coming from Region 12, Sorsogon Province, SDO North Cotabato,
Soc Sergeant.
Region 12, Soc Sergeant Province, SDO North Cotabato, Sinayawan Elementary School.
Of course, we acknowledge the regional focal person, Maria Lourdes A. Ines.
Together with their schools division focal persons, Riza B. Bacong and Nodeline R. Kulig.
And of course, their school feeding coordinator, Venny Rose S. Almirante.
Ngayon, from third, punta naman tayo sa second place winners mula sa Region 4A, Calabarzon, SDO Quezon Province, La Laguna 1 Elementary School.
And we acknowledge, of course, their regional focal person, Sir Neil B. Evangelista.
Together with their schools division focal person, Maria Nerissa A. Diego.
And of course, their school feeding coordinator, Cherry M. Escobar. And of course,
our grand winner from Region 2, Cagayan Valley, SDO Isabela, Angadanan Central School.
we acknowledge, of course, their regional focal person, Edita D. Obinia.
Kasama rin po natin dyan ang kanilang schools division focal persons na sina Florence T. Duque at Cherise S. Ferrer.
And of course, their school feeding coordinator, Felisa V. Acoba. Once again, congratulations! And thank you po sa inyong walang sawang paggawa sa inyong tungkulin at madalas ay lumalampas pa po kayo sa tawag ng serbisyo.
Tama.
And Sir Marco, as we come to close this program, mga kaibigan, ating pong tunghayan ang mensahe ng pasasalamat mula sa ating Division Chief of the School Health Division, Dr. Maria Corazon Sidonglao.
December is a very special month for me, and I sincerely hope that it is for all of you too. This first week of the last month of the year, we are celebrating another first for us who have been in school health and nutrition, but definitely not the last of similar occasions in the future where we will draw inspiration from each other's successes. Bagamat tayo ay nasa harap ng ating mga screen, inaanyayahan ko kayong tumayo at bigyan ang bawat isa sa atin ng masigabong palakpakan para sa pakikibahagi sa ating kauna-unahang SBFP Most Outstanding Implementers of the School-Based Feeding Program for School Year 2020-2021 awardees. Maraming salamat for making this national awarding ceremony for the School-Based Feeding Program a great success. This search for the most outstanding implementers of SBFP is long overdue, and we are grateful for this opportune time to take part in it, even as we are in the midst of something as big as the COVID-19 pandemic. Not even a pandemic has stopped us in pushing for the implementation of the SBFP, especially last year when we were all still navigating our way through this pandemic and the challenges and the disruption that it brought to our lives. What then can be a better time to pause, acknowledge the hard work of our field implementers, and honor them than now? As we are now gradually seeing what seem to be better days than the past surges, in the darkest and the most uncertain times of this pandemic, let us take time to encourage one another to press on, and as cliche as this may sound, to keep up the good work. Your every effort, fueled by compassion and dedication to push for the implementation of one of DepEd's big-ticket programs, has exceeded the department's expectations. Because of you, we have gained the rest of the government's trust and confidence that we are faithfully doing what we shall be doing best, that is, serving our clientele, our learners. At the end of the day, this is what matters the most, how we have effectively supported our learners in these most crucial years of their lives. To all the awardees, thank you for proving to be such valuable members of our team. More than the award that you have received, may you always be reminded of and find inspiration in the impact of your work. I wish you the best for continued success. To each and every SBFP implementer, awardee or not, please receive my heartfelt gratitude as well. We attribute the top-notch implementation of our school-based feeding program to each of you. We do not claim that the COVID-19 pandemic no longer poses threats to the implementation of SBFP, but we believe that you can rise above and beyond these challenges, just as you have shown in the past 2 years. Hindi ko man po personal na matatapik ang inyong mga balikat. Pwede niyo po bang gawin ito sa inyong mga sarili? Congratulations! Maraming salamat sa inyo. To our regional directors, schools division superintendents, school heads, SBFP focal persons, partners, and stakeholders, all of you who have equally played different but complementary roles that have ensured our shared success. May our partnership become even stronger as we progress with the SBFP and the other health programs under Oplan Kalusugan sa DepEd. We certainly wish to see all of you face to face and celebrate with you this victory, but we do not let these limitations ruin the resounding success we have achieved. Until the next awarding ceremony, we shall see another group to raise the bar and surpass the ideals in the implementation of SBFP. And maybe when that time comes, we can lively celebrate together and seize the moment in a fun-filled get-together. As I approach to the end of my message, allow me to share the words of Dalai Lama, who said that love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive. Muli, mabuhay at maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat po, Dr. Dung Lao. And finally, to formally close this momentous occasion, let us hear the message of the Assistant Secretary for Procurement and Administration, Attorney Salvador C. Malana III, for his closing remarks.
All the regional directors, school division superintendents, school heads, nutritionists, dietitians, school feeding coordinators, and to all the schools that participated in the first nationwide search for the most outstanding implementers of the school-based feeding program for school year 2020-2021. Isang magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Let me start by congratulating everyone. The entire team that has helped us implement the school-based feeding program for 2020 and 2021 mula ho sa inyo sa field offices as well as the central office, and particularly our Bureau of Learner Support Service, the School Health Division, for the successful implementation of the school-based feeding program. Congratulations to everyone. Allow me to share with you the words and wisdom of a certain James Allen. I'm sure I have not met him. He is from way back, I don't know when. But let me just quote one of his words, no? And I quote, and he said, "As you think, you travel, and as you love, you attract. You are today where your thoughts have brought you. You will be tomorrow where your thoughts take you. You cannot escape the result of your thoughts, but you can endure and learn, can accept and be glad. You will realize the vision, not the idle wish of your heart, be it base or beautiful, or a mixture of both. For you will always gravitate towards that which you secretly most love. Into your hands will be placed the exact results of your thoughts. You will receive that which you earn, no more, no less. Whatever your present environment may be, you will fall, remain, or rise with your thoughts, your vision, your ideal. You will become as small as your controlling desire, as great as your dominant aspiration." Unquote. Hindi ho naging madali ang tinahak natin sa school-based feeding program, especially the face of the pandemic. It was a very difficult terrain that we have to navigate. It was complex, it was unprecedented, but it was all our aspirations. It was all the motivations that we collectively had that move us forward. Kaya ho narating natin itong kinatatayuan natin ngayon, and we take opportunity to recognize the works, the efforts that every one of us has done to ensure the successful implementation of the school-based feeding program. Yes, we appreciate all your thoughts, all your contributions, your inputs, and all the works that you have put into this. And we will continue aspiring because we want to continually see possibilities for all of us. It may not have been perfect, but thank God we see possibilities, and coupled with determination, with work, and increased motivation, I'm sure mararating natin, and we will see the school-based feeding program all the more improved, all the more enhanced, and all the more able to adapt to the changing environment, to the changing landscape. And as I've said, there's no smooth road that led us to this place. And we're just happy that the tough environment, the tough landscape, the tough terrain, only led us to make our resolve strong, yung grip natin mas matibay, kung kaya't we were able to hold on, we were able to do this, no? So maraming salamat po sa inyo, sa inyong mga contribution. And as we recognize the winners as best implementers of SBFP, our recognition goes to everyone, every one of us, from the management, from the dietitians, our coordinators, and everyone, lahat po tayo na may contribution sa trabaho na ito. At bilang closing ay nais ko pong ibigay ang pagpupugay at pagpupuri sa inyong lahat. Sana ay tuloy-tuloy ho tayong mag-aspire, tuloy-tuloy ho tayong tumingin at hanapin yung mga posibilidad so that we see through all the difficulties and we continue to work for the mandate, to ensure that the mandate that was handed to us ay maganap at ma-fulfill po natin lahat. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Congratulations and God bless you. Stay safe, everyone.
All right, thank you so much, Asek Malana, for that thoughtful, delightful, and meaningful message to all our awardees and implementers. Finally, the time of the celebration has come to an end. Pero Sir Marco, it's only the time of the celebration, pero yung implementation, dapat tuloy-tuloy. Oo. At sana yung ating pagsasama ay hindi ending the day.
Yes, sana.
Okay. So,
ang sasagot lang naman sa atin yan si SHD mismo.
Oo, tama.
Congratulations to all our winners at syempre Partner Pam. Congratulations at salamat sa ating SBFP team na nasa likod ng buong proyektong ito. Ma'am Hazel, Ma'am Gail, Ma'am Lee, Sir Ferdy, Ma'am May, and Ma'am Len. Marami pong salamat sa inyong
Isang
lahat.
virtual clap naman po para sa kanila dahil sila po talaga ang pagod na pagod.
Siyempre.
Busy.
Siyempre.
Ayan. Kaya nga po pag may pagkakataon, dapat sila yung makapagpahinga.
At sinubok humarap sa camera.
Yes, ayan. At bukod diyan, ipinaabot din ng ating management ang pasasalamat sa ating ICTS EdTech team. Siyempre, headed by Director 4 Abram YC Abanil, Sir Mark Anthony CC, Sir Salvador Bads Manansala I, Sir Raymond Emong Kasama, Sir John Jefferson Sevilla, Ma'am Maricon Samin, Sir John Wilbur Gale, and Mr. Ken Leonard Abanilla.
Maraming salamat sa inyo at sa ating team. Bilang pangwakas, ating pong pakinggan ang SBFP jingle prepared by Ilustre Central Elementary School, SDO Cotabato, DepEd Region 12.
And this has been your host, Teacher Pam
and Teacher Marco, signing off. God bless everyone and keep safe.
Kasiguruhan sa pagkain, kailan makakata. Problema sa malnutrisyon, kailan mawawakasan.
sa pagkain, ngayon ay huwag mangamba. SBFP, GPP, may nutrient pa. Sa pangarap mo'y